wind back the tapes to the summer of 2015. It already feels like a different time, a more innocent time, before West Ham traded up the heritage and history of Upton Park for the London Stadium in order to become tenants at the former home of the 2012 Summer Olympics. Former Hammer Slaven Bilic was appointed as manager, ready to prove himself worthy of the hype around his return to the Premier League to bring back the West Ham way and take the club up the table. He would be aided by the stellar form of stalwart players such as Mark Noble and Winston Reid, who played as if they shared the fervour of supporters for a fitting finale at the Boleyn ground, and signings like Michail Antonio, an unheralded addition who soon proved himself to be a match-winning fan favourite. Yet it was the arrival of Dimitri Payet from Marseille that was the true catalyst for the Irons' surge into a seventh-placed finish and a signal of intent from owners David Gold and David Sullivan. The Frenchman had ranked as the most creative player across Europe's top 5 leagues the previous season, carving out 134 goal-scoring opportunities in League One, more than Kevin De Bruyne 111 chances created, Eden Hazard 99 and Cesc Fabregas, David Silva and Lionel Messi all on 93. He bagged 17 assists. Only De Bruyne, Fabregas and Messi could beat that tally. The Argentinian was the most prolific and successful player of the balls in the 5 divisions too with 33. Payet was second to the Barcelona forward with 21 and also completed the second most crosses, with 85. Going by the numbers, the Irons had grabbed themselves a superstar. After inspiring his side to victory away against Crystal Palace on October 14, 2015 with his 5th goals of the season in his 9th league appearance, the West Ham faithful began to strike up a song that would come to adorn the sideboards of their new stadium. We've got Payet, Dimitri Payet. I just don't think you understand. He's Super Slav's man. He's better than Zidane. We've got Dimitri Payet. Everything seemed to be set for a bright future with the Frenchman leading the way as the creative fulcrum of Bilic's side, but it was romance that would end in betrayal. At least that's how it was seen by the supporters who used to chant his name. After being hailed as Hammer of the Year for 2016, he forced a move back to Marseille in January 2017, citing his family's problems settling down in London. Speculation mounted that the player himself felt aggrieved by promises not being met, especially the signing of a top-class striker capable of making the most of his creativity from midfield, with Andy Carroll too injury-prone to be relied upon. Fast forward to the present day and West Ham appear to have finally addressed the need to add more firepower to their attack by bringing in Javier Hernandez, widely regarded as one of the modern game's most effective goal poachers, and Stoke City forward Marko Arnautovic. Imagine if they had Payet now. Well, they don't, but they have been linked with a player who could be a suitable alternative in Ryad Boudebouz, the most creative player across Europe's top 5 leagues last season. He created 117 goal-scoring opportunities for Montpellier in League One and was the only individual to top Payet's combined tally of 113 chances for West Ham and Marseille. The Algerian played his teammates in 2 positions to put their shots and headers away more times than Christian Eriksen 112, De Bruyne 103 and Mesut Ozil 100, although with only 9 assists to show for it. He didn't manage to challenge the elite for goals created in as West Ham's former playmaker did in 2015. Neither did he put himself in the running to top the charts for through balls or crosses completed, although was equal to Alexis Sanchez, Neymar, Marek Hamsik and Rajan Angolan for successful through balls, with 9, and wasn't far off the most prolific players for putting in successful crosses with 72 completed, just 2 less than Payet. However, West Ham now look to Manuel Lanzini as their creative talisman. The Argentinian is in some ways a better fit with the club's image. An industrious, 5'5" underdog capable of producing magic and also grafting when required. Lanzini created the most chances for the Irons last season after Payet with 56, and while Boudebouz may not have chalked up the assists for Montpellier, he helped to get the most out of another hard-working, creative midfielder in Morgan Sanson. He popped up with a career-best return of 7 assists and 3 goals last season to win his own move to Marseille in January 2017. While Lanzini may have linked up well with Payet during their brief time together, the Argentinian clearly seized the opportunity to become the focal point in midfield as he stepped out of the Frenchman's shadow. The 24-year-old's place in the team would not be put in jeopardy if the Algerian were to arrive. In fact, he could conceivably benefit from having another player to shoulder the creative responsibilities and help unlock his own potential as a goal-scoring midfielder. Even Lanzini needs a provider sometimes, and Boudebouz has the qualities to be exactly the sort of game-changing winger that Gökhan Töre and Sofiane Feghouli were supposed to become at London Stadium. Having played in service to ex-Montpellier striker Stephen Money, he has a working knowledge of how to feed forwards with good movement and a strong aerial presence that would suit Carroll and Hernandez. More importantly, he could be empower Lanzini to realize his full potential in claret and blue to help the Irons recover following a season in which they lost more than just their momentum.